What's up, YouTube? I hope you're all doing amazing. Over the past few months I've been pretty busy. I submitted a whole bunch of books to a whole bunch of private signature events through CGC. As it happens, I think 6 of them arrived back within 3 or 4 days of each other, so it's been keeping me really busy. And that's including Mark Bagley, Brian Michael Benders, Steve Englehart. I submitted a whole bunch of Tom Taylor ones that came back. But yeah, like unfortunately for me, because it means I'm going to be posting out a lot of books, but at the same time it's a good problem to have, I think, to have everything coming back, and it's always exciting to do an unboxing. So today I thought I'd do an unboxing of the Roy Thomas signature event that CGC hosted, purely because it's pretty sexy books. And you know what, Roy Thomas is one of the Bronze Age legends of the industry that we love, so why not pay some good tribute to some amazing books that he was involved in and show you guys some of the things that came back. So some of these are mine, some of my partners, and some of the guys that I facilitated for Grail Hunters. So without further ado, I will jump into whatever I get my hands on first. Start at the bottom. All right, the first one, this is actually mine. It's Hulk 180. Came back a 8.5. It was 8.5 blue label. So no grade bump. But I did have them press and clean it anyway, just in case, because you never know. It does have writing on the cover, as you can see there. But look, went from blue to a yellow label, and it's got the amazing Roy signature on it. So it's a good outcome. Nice and pretty, well presented. Really good book. So I'll pop that one aside. Go to the next. Another 8.5 and another one of mine. What's funny that before I show you this, I think when you submit books to CGC and you cut those little windows in, depending on the books and whether you go press and clean first, I think those windows might get lost sometimes. I feel like sometimes those signatures come back in a different location than I originally nominated it to be. But the benefit there is usually, you know what, guys like Roy Thomas signed 1 million of those books. He knows what the best spot is anyway. So I haven't been disappointed in signature placements, despite the fact that it hasn't really been where I wanted it to. This one, I think it's just below where I wanted it to have it, but it's still in a good location because it doesn't impede the art. Now I submitted this as a 8.0 blue label. So I've got a bit of a grade bump up to 8.5, and it's my personal copy of Hulk 181. It's very close to a 9, very close, and I think the only thing that was stopping it, it's got cream to off-white pages. The book itself presents like a 9. It's really beautiful. There's 1 or 2 spine ticks. It's clean on the back. Check it out. It looks like it came off the shelf. But look, 8.5. Knowing when I bought it 4 years ago, yeah, I'll take it. So another one for my personal stash. I'm sure I'll show it off in the years to come. There's not too many people that's still around that worked on those books, so being able to grab a signature of somebody who was pivotal in creating the character and delivering the original stories, it is a good outcome for me. The next one is actually my partner's. She bought this as CBCS 3.0. Another nice grade bump, a full point. It was pressed and cleaned and presents much better. I knew that this book was going to be have a grade bump because of the fact that the original book did not have any whatsoever press or clean. It had quite a lot of wrinkles throughout and was wobbly with inside of the case. So I knew that even if it just presents better, it'll probably improve the grade a little bit. So Hulk 181 4.0, again, nice on the white with a gold pen, so it pops a little bit. It looks so much better, guys, I must say. It's compared to what it went in as, it was worth it. Now I know a lot of people say CGC doesn't do a full press and clean or hot press and clean. They do a cold press and clean, blah blah blah. But I think in terms of value for money and turning it around for signature events, they are pretty good at it. Next one was submitted on behalf of some of the members and Grail Hunters. Black pen, perfectly positioned. That's exactly where I wanted to sign. Came back as a 7.5. and it's giant size X-Men 1. As you guys might appreciate and understand, anything with a thick spine like that, when there's spine crush involved or anything untoward, that really significantly impacts the grade. Having this come back as a 7.5 is really fair. It's got some little bit of dirt on the staples from wear and tear, with it's also breaking color. Really, you can't see it as much because it's white, but you can definitely see it peering through there. And then there's some ink spots and stuff on the back, but 7.5, really good outcome. I'm happy with that. I'll pop that one aside. So yeah, Roy Thomas, man, he's a good lad, good lad. This one's mine as well. It used to be graded by Halo. I had a Halo blue label, obviously unsigned, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to get Roy to sign this, considering he wrote the story for it. Star Wars #1 came back 9.2. Again, like these black covers are just amazing. I think we say it all the time in the Greylanders groups that, you know, if you get a nice pretty black cover and it's like close to 50 years old, 9.2 is not bad. It's got a little bit of a tick on the corner there that probably impacted it significantly, but that's it. Really clean, really beautiful, and nice gold signature. I think I like the gold because I always say gold signature on label, gold signature on this. So the next book is also part of my personal collection. It is Marvel Spotlight 5. It was originally Halo graded 4.5. It came back as a 4 yellow label, so it's a grade drop of 0.5, but I've got really good photos of when I sent it in. So as you can see there, it's got a chip out. Now that original piece of paper, piece of the cover was actually still there, but attached by like a pube of hair. So I guess during the pressing that got torn off. And then also same in the corner, it's significant chipping. So for 4.5, it's not that significant drop. I do know why. It's still a pretty book. It's got the nice date stamp on the back that I like seeing in some of the comics. But look, Marvel Spotlight, grade 4, signed by Roy. Good outcome. Good outcome. So I've got one that's gone up by 1 or 2 that's gone up by a few points, and one that's gone down by 0.5. The next one, another Hulk 180 and another 8.5. So really, really pretty, really clean copy. Same at the back. Like, these didn't have backing boards. The person who submitted these originally had them just in sleeves. So to have this in an 8.5 with no backing boards is just incredible. A little bit of a color break on the red there, but that's pretty much it. A nice gold signature over there. So that is just over halfway. Next puppy would be Hulk 182. So the Greylanders and Emperor decided they wanted to submit 180, 182 and 183 just so that they have them all nice and displayed side by side. This one came back as 7.5. It's probably less than I expected, really, with a black signature on the light color. The most significant defects, I can see some chipping in the corner there. You can see it's chipped off there. Back cover again, nice and clean and pretty. It is off white to white pages, but in terms of grading, there's a little bit of spine stress on the staples. Not a lot of significant color rub, and just the corner wear and tear that's usually pretty prevalent with these. I would have liked to get this into an 8 range for him as well. Good guy, good guy. So that essentially means his 180 is 8.5, his 182 is a 7.5, and if I have it correct, then the next one will be his 181. So it's the third 181 that I submitted. And it is probably, what are you going to say about this grade? 9.0. Check it out. It is so clean. Such a beautiful, clean copy. The cover wrap isn't 100% even, but I mean, that's a manufacturing thing. That cover's clean as new. I sent him high-res photos before I submitted it, and the call-outs for me were some cover rub and loss of the red over there, and then further up on the yellow as well, there's a little bit of a color loss there. 1 or 2 spine ticks, but not even color breaking, just very, very, very fine. So 9.0, it's going to be happy with that. Very, very happy with that. 3 comics left, and then this video is done. So the next one, another nice grade, near mint, so 9.0, another pitch black cover. I was actually surprised this one came in as a 9, because I thought it might be a little bit less, but they did a really good job on it. So it's got a little color break over there, you see, some dirt on the Star Wars, but it's a lot less significant. So it had red and black dirt over the Star Wars, but that's gone away. So another 9.0. Good grade, good grade, good grade. I'll be happy with that. 2 more books. Second last one would be, let's go with this one. The character that made it all possible for Wolverine is Wendigo. So he submitted Wendigo, first appearance, got it signed, and came back as a 7. It does have some staining at the bottom there, moisture staining. It doesn't look like water damage. But as far as it goes in terms of the cover, it's really pretty and really presents well. It's one of those things, you know, you can't judge a book by its cover, because the cover is amazing. 1 tiny little spine tick, and that's pretty much it. So I'll check the graders notes on the 7. I'm assuming that would have, whatever happened there would have gone into the inside cover and also on some of the pages. Now the very last one is one of my favorite books by Roy. It's clean, it's pretty, it's a classic. Cover art by Barry Windsor Smith. Presents well. And it's Conan the Barbarian #1. Again, look at it nicely, the gold complements the cover. Came back as a 5.5. It is amazingly well presented for a 5.5. You can check, you can be the judge. Not a lot of spine ticks, not a lot of stress around the staples, not a lot of color breaking issues. There's a little bit on the corner there. And a little bit at the top there. I'd have guessed 6.5 maybe. Really, really beautiful. So that's it. That's all the Roy Thomas ones. I was so excited to get them back, so I'm glad they got here safely. It's a long trip from Florida to Australia, so having quite a bunch of high value books in one box is always stressful. So you refresh 15 times on FedEx through the day to see where it's going to and where it's been and what the status is. But overall, very happy. 1 grade lower than expected, 1 or 2 higher than expected, and the rest kind of on par. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will post some really good photos onto Instagram as well to get some high res quality for them. Besides that, have a great day, and I'll maybe do a video of some of the Brian Michael Bendis ones and keep you guys in the loop. Thanks again. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, guys. Bye.